How's it going, everyone? Yep, it's Movie and Game Lover 98 here. Yep, to do a chat stream for February 21st of 2023. So if anyone wants to chat with me, I can just provide them the link to the stream. I'll do this a few times. Yep, I provide the link a few times so everyone can see it, so they can be welcome to join. And someone's already ready to join. Looks like it's Mox today again.
And what do you think of this new student Starfish?
Still bad, Mox. I think I found it interesting as a kid, but now I still hate it to this day.
Same with Jake Martin.
Yeah, I saw his community post to it.
And will you and Jake Martin like the new student Starfish?
No.
Why?
Even though it would be better if Puff sent Patrick back in the room, because he was the one who drew that picture of Big Fat Meanie.
Yeah. Once. Do you have the answer for Carnival Capers? The booklet?
I have the one that has adverts for Fox and other stuff from Hit Entertainment and 20th Century Fox.
But not the booklet.
No, not the book that's...
Are you looking for the booklet for Carnival Capers?
Yeah, Jake Martin showed me it in his video a while ago.
Do you hope to find a booklet for it soon?
Yeah, and 10 Years of Thomas.
And Thomas Percy and the Dragon?
Yes, and Percy Takes the Plunge.
Thomas and the Really Brave Vengeance?
Yes, Tales from the Tracks is the hardest one to find that pamphlet from.
As well as Track Stars?
I will get that flashcards of Track Stars and put it into my copy. If I buy that copy of that thing off eBay, maybe.
Oh, and you have two booklets to sing along in stories?
Yeah, same thing with Percy Saves the Day and Hey Bullwinkle Fan 2003. How's it going?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, it's the chat stream, yeah.
Well, this is the first time I've ever been in a live stream.
Yeah, you see my recent videos I've done before.
What do you think of Edward Strikes Out?
Ugh, bad.
Oh, Jesus.
Why?
Because of Edward being out of stupid character, he's not being in his usual character.
And what do you think of Thomas's Frosty Friend?
All right, I guess.
I hate that.
Thomas's Frosty Friend?
Yeah. So, what have you been up to recently, Bullwinkle Fan 2003?
Oh, nothing much. I was
okay. Yeah, I've been trying to think of doing like a birthday stream, just birthday video for you.
Well, thank you.
Well, if it depends on what day your birthday is, what month it is.
It's February 27th.
Oh, that's right, February 27th.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, that's actually in a few days. 6 days.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Less than a week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I can, because I might have to actually do an early birthday stream for you, kind of like I did for Enrico Jr. Gomez.
Yeah, that's pretty understandable.
I know, it sucks. My brother has to work in the mornings at work. Yeah, if you got any recent Thomas DVDs, Bullwinkle Fans 3, or just watch Thomas on YouTube?
I watched both, mostly seasons 1 through 7.
Is a Carnival
And
Capers
season
insert
7
lost media for TTE Wiki?
I think it is.
Is there any? Is it on the wiki page?
I think it is.
Oh, the booklet for Carnival Capers?
It might. I think I might find it in a copy of Carnival Capers and maybe get that Valentine's Day thing. Maybe do it for Engines and Escapades as well. The reason I'm going to buy those copies maybe is just so I can have I have an almost complete box copy of Carnival Capers. I just need to find the pamphlet for it if I get that
The box
Valentine's Day
reprint
thing.
of Steamies vs. Diesels exists.
There is a version of Steamies vs. Diesels by Fox that exists.
It's on the wiki page.
Because usually I thought it was supposed to be in a double feature with I don't know, maybe another Bob Builder release. Isn't it in a double feature with Bob's Favorite Adventures from 2002, but Steamies vs. Diesels is from 2004?
No, they made there's a 2-pack of Bob Saves the Day and Steamies vs. Diesels, but they just come with individual DVD cases.
Okay, I thought they were going to combine them, with Bob's Favorite Adventures, that's packaged with It's Great to Be an Engine.
Bob Saves the
Steamies
Day,
versus-
I mean.
Yeah, Bob's Saves the Day, but Bob's Favorite Adventures is packaged in with It's Great to Be an Engine.
And
Oh,
Steamies
now
vs.
I
Diesels found with.
Yeah, Yes We Can is founded with songs from the station. The only way to get Steamies vs. Diesels in a double feature was with Solar Celebration.
And what content does Steamies vs. Diesels play in a double feature?
I think it might still play the original, despite it was released in a double feature by Lionsgate with Solar Celebration.
And Thompson Solar Celebration?
I think it's got Lionsgate reviews. If you get the double feature vs. Diesels or
Or it's original content. According to some Tom Sands, it has original content.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just like I did, I promised Bullwinkle Fans 2003, I think I might do a birthday stream for you, an early one, this Sunday.
Will you ever like the Bully for You?
Oh my god, no. Bother that episode, bother Much Ado About Nodlings, bother Miami or Bust, bother No Hitter,
Bother New Student Starfish?
anyway,
yeah?
Bother New Students?
anyway,
Oh, that's cool.
anyways, I'm just gonna do a little DVD overview to the complete series of Rocky and Bullwinkle, which will only be exclusive
Rocky and
to
Bullwinkle,
this.
I've never seen that show, honestly.
Well,
What's a show?
I'll-
I have not seen that show.
What do you think of what do you think of Thomas and the Billboard?
Still terrible.
Oh my
Light
god.
Blue Yoshi Fan 2 says hello, Light Blue Yoshi Fan 2.
It's me, Thomas and the Billboard.
Why do you hate him?
Season 20.
What episode
man.
is better than Bully for You?
I'm not sure. Jack Seeming says, how old am I? I'm 24, Jack, and I'm about to be 25 this June.
Which Dragon Tales episode is better than Bully for You?
Well, both Give Zach a Hand and I think Give Zach a Hand and Express Yourself are a million times better than Bully for You.
Three Hope Software.
I mean, I made the dialogue better in Give Zach a Hand.
Three Hope Software will get a new copy of Chronologist 2009 reprint.
I mean, it's up to him. It's up to him, honestly. I saw him, he got Best James recently.
But will he soon get a new copy of Calling All Engines Lionsgate reprint?
I think he could try to.
And a new copy of Tom's District and Tom's Halloween Adventure double feature?
I think he already has Halloween pictures.
Yeah, but he's getting Toxic Restrict another double feature Toxic Restrict and Toxic Holly Adventure.
I think so.
Do you think he'll get a new copy of Toxic Restrict Universal reprint on a double pack?
No, I think he's trying to get. He already has Halloween Adventures by itself.
So what did he think of Toxic Restrict and Toxic Holly? What did he think of the Universal reprint of Toxic Restrict back in 2020?
Well, I thought it looked cool, but I know what Enrique Jr. Gomez said in his DVD review of Toxic Restrict is that after the come for the ride song is over on the Universal version, there's no end credits showing. But if you get it,
yeah, and what do you think of the Universal reprint of Toxic Restrict showing no end credits?
Not really good. I wish they could just show the credits.
Do you hate that reprint because of no credits?
Yeah, because of no end credits being shown.
Yeah.
But at least James learns a lesson. Is probably the only one Universal did kind of fix, despite they admitted all those features.
Oh, you mean Toxic Restrict with no credits? What did you think of the Universal reprint Toxic Restrict without credits?
Not really good, honestly.
Do you hate that reprint?
Yeah, I think I'm not going to get the double feature. That's why I have the Thomas Halloween Adventures alone.
And will you ever get 10 movie birthday collection?
No, I already have all those individual
But Thomas's holiday collection.
And Jackson asked, "Do I have the 2013 DVD of Finding Nemo?" I don't have it by itself, Jack, but I have it in the Blu-ray 3D combo pack. It's from 2012. It's from 2012. Finding Nemo 3D Blu-ray release.
A big favorite Thomas Universal reprint topic with those used to have it.
Have the original 2003 DVD with a slipcover.
Oh, the topic with those used to have a big favorite Thomas DVD by Universal.
Nice double feature DVD, by the way.
Yeah.
The topic destroyed a big favorite Thomas Universal reprint.
I don't think he did. I think he just gave it away.
Or maybe he threw it out.
I think he might have just given it away or something.
Oh, Andre's Herbal in 2009 reprint the topic like that reprint since 2020.
No, I think he got the original version.
So did he wreck the maple copy? The topic wrecked it.
2014, James learns a lesson from Jackson.
Oh, James and Herbal
Jack.
2014 reprint
Not
the
Jax,
topic wiggle
Jack.
destroyed it.
I don't think he did.
Is it possible,
At least,
he wrecked it?
I don't think he destroyed it. I mean, I haven't seen that video.
Oh, you mean he destroyed calling out Tosca Chicken Holly Adventures Universal reprint?
No, I don't think he ever does those things. I never do those things at all either.
Sophic did that because he hated it. And he destroyed.
Well, he could have just been a nice guy and sold it on eBay or something.
Yeah, he destroyed Klein on his landscape reprint because it's a worse reprint. And what do you think of Klein on his landscape reprint?
Semi-okay, but I just don't know why they just played the original disc still. You know how like all the Thomas DVDs were distributed by Universal, but no, by Lions. Hooray for Thomas, the only one to not show the Anchor Bay logo. It was the only Anchor Bay one that I know that does not play the Anchor Bay logo, despite it has the. I guess the reasons why is because Hooray for Thomas, like, reprinted by Lionsgate in 2009, they put like the Lionsgate text on the disc.
And does Sophic's copy of Hooray for Thomas DVD work?
I think it does. Thanks. Probably gonna maybe get those flashcards of track stars. Well, if I could, well, yeah. Flashcards of track stars and the Valentine's Day cards of Carnival Capers and Engines and Escapade. Actually, I might be close to having a clean box copy of Engines and Escapade box. All I really gotta do is take that Valentine's Day cover art off the Lionsgate one from 2010 of Engines and Escapades and put it into my copy, then I'm just done.
What do you think of Thomas Makes a Mistake?
Oh my god, terrible.
Yeah, it's
That's
off.
why.
I never watched the Lance Jack says Wiggly Playtime is my favorite Wiggly TV, right up there with Wiggly World and Wiggle Bay. That's cool. Like those ones.
And what do you think about Nia?
All right.
Eh,
Thomas 2007. Hold on. Oh, wait. I don't know why he can't join. I was trying to get Thomas Friends Fan 2007 in, guys. But yeah. You know what I'm also trying to do? What am I trying for some of my Tom? Jack C says, see you later, Jack. But yeah, you know what I'm actually going to do, Mox? Even though I'm not going to own the Season 12 DVDs individually, I want to take their inserts and see if they will fit into the Adventure Pack.
And for Sophic, did he just get Hero the Rails for the heck of it because he didn't care for CJ Thomas?
Because he said in one of my Hero the Rails, DVD review back in 2021, he said that's the only full CGI Thomas he likes.
I think he got it just for the heck of it, since he didn't care for CJ Thomas.
Yeah. But you don't. Yes, I'm also trying to find Great Discovery with the CD.
And James in the Red Balloon with the CD, but if it has the one with one L, then you're gonna change it with the one with two L's.
Well, if I find one with the box set, because I wanted to find that one with the CD sampler, but it was in this huge DVD lot that was over $120, and there was no way I'm buying that. Even if I could find it like a thrift store, maybe like, because you know how I found Thomas Snowy Surprise with a CD at a disc replay, but then I had to buy the Percy's Chocolate Crunch CD sampler edition off eBay.
How are you gonna find the Best of Gordon 2007 slipcover?
That's gonna be impossible because they're all expensive.
Yeah, they're like really expensive. Like, I don't know how much money there are, but
Best of Percy and James I can see on eBay sometimes, but they're very expensive. And Thomas and Gordon are like the rarest ones. Thomas Prince Fan 2007 this time. There we go. I think someone would think was going wrong with this thing. Thomas Fan 7. How are you? Doing good?
doing right.
Oh, sorry, I was asking Thomas Prince Fan 2007 Bullwinkles, but
Oh. Anyways, in 2 minutes I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna show you my Thomas DVD and VHS collection first.
okay, you just show me an overview really quick before you go, Bullwinkle fan. And it'll just be me and Mock, Thomas Prince Fan 2007. Okay, there's a good amount that you have. No, since your birthday's coming up, Bullwinkle Fan 2003, you'll be 20 this year. Officially a real adult. But even though 18 and 19 mean it's still technically a teenager, it means legally an adult.
Yeah.
What season 12 episode is on Hit Favorites, Friends and Family?
I think it might be Best Friends. So the safety one, it's Don't Go Back.
Duncan and a Hot Air Balloon. And for preschool fun?
I think it is, yeah.
And it's
They should have put. Shouldn't they place Duncan in the Hot Air Balloon? Should place the Man in the Hills with Duncan in the Hot Air Balloon on Birthday Express? Thomas Friends Fan 2007 showing Day of the Hills on Blu-ray. I should have kept those DVD only slipcovers so I could just get the UK ones bare. So I could show some UK release stuff despite I can't play them in my Blu-ray player.
Alright, I'm out.
What did Jake Martin do with his Australian copy Whale of Tale DVD?
I think he mentioned He already said it before. He threw it away because he couldn't play it because it's not region free. Even though I think great players can play.
He threw it in the garbage.
Yeah, but even though that's what I did when I threw away my extra copy of Mr. Deeds on DVD, the DVD guide.
The extra what?
Because I've realized it when I bought my copy of Mr. Deeds on DVD from Goodwill. I realized it came with an insert, so that's why. Even like it would be funny if I kept both.
And Jake Martin will get Steam Team Collection soon?
I hope he does it, and I hope I can give him a spare copy of the Adventure Pack. Because I told him a trick. Because you know me, I hated getting these Connect the Dots books for Christmas back in 2020, and I don't do that stuff anymore. And I quietly donated them to Goodwill without telling whoever gave them to me for Christmas.
Is Hit Favorites Preschool Fun getting rare to find?
I don't think it is. I've seen some Hit Favorites down eBay pop up here and there.
Oh, Preschool Fun?
You mean Preschool Fun? If you look up Thomas Hit Favorites DVD Preschool Fun. I'm trying to find the one with Thomas's Tricky Treat.
The Jolly Holiday and Snow Days?
Hit Favorites Snow Days, yeah, that's the one that has Thomas's Tricky Treat.
Jolly
That's the
Holidays?
one. I know PBM's Video Entertainment has that.
Yeah, she'll get Jolly Holiday, maybe with Thomas the Tricky Tree.
Yes. And I have Frosty Friends who has Percy's New Whistle. I'm trying to get those ones with season 11. I think the Summertime Fun has. No. I'm trying to find the one that has Thomas Set Sail for season 11. My favorite season 11 episode of Thomas Set Sail. And Lance Rex says, "Who's your favorite Spider-Man?" I love Tobey Maguire. I kind of like Tobey Maguire. I think he's the good, perfect Spider.
Preschool Fun, the new sealed copy. Oh, Preschool Fun. Is this DVD getting rare to find?
I think it is, yeah. Excuse me.
Does it have a Thomas episode Best Friends?
Yes, that's why I have to watch it on other hit shows on that release.
What do you think of Thomas the Babysitter?
Still awful. It's even worse than Drake and Josh, Two Idiots and a Baby, or Sonic Boom Season 2, Three Men and My Baby, or...
Why do you hate Two Idiots and a Baby?
From Drake and Josh, Two Idiots and a Baby from Drake and Josh? I still hate it. Well, the first few minutes were okay, but then it started to get way worse after that. I think that one was tied for second place, because Thomas the Babysitter already started off so badly. So I think Drake and Josh, Two Idiots and a Baby now go for second place. And then Sonic Boom, 3 Men and My Baby from Season 2 goes way further down. And, oh man, Bullwinkle says he thinks it's good. I don't think it's good.
Well, why do you hate Two Idiots and a Baby?
Because, well, I hate the parts where it keeps going on and on and on.
And what happened to all the diapers?
I don't know. They ran... I don't know. They should have had plenty just to... I don't know. But yeah. But I also want to tell you the SpongeBob episode Rockabye Bevarge, have you call that. I think it's either between Drake and Josh, Two Idiots and a Baby, and Sonic Boom, 3 Men and My Baby, because I'll have to... Like I said, if I play all three of these at the same time, I guarantee Thomas the Babysitter is going to be put at the worst. And I think maybe the SpongeBob one would go after Drake and Josh.
What does Topic Wiggle think of Two Idiots and a Baby?
I don't know, because he has never joined a stream on this. I never explained it to him on a stream before. Because he doesn't know how to do that stuff. If he could get a StreamYard account, I could show him. But yeah, like I said, I know I'm going to find the flashcards of Track Stars and the Valentine's Day cards of Carnival Capers and Engines and Escapades. That means I will have a complete in-box Engines and Escapades copy. Then I just need to find the booklet for Mud Glorious Mud 2008 for Bay Race.
Which I forgot earlier.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier, but that's okay. And yes, find the booklet for Really Brave Engines and maybe get the flashcards edition again.
For what DVD?
Really Brave Engines with the flashcards.
You put it Come Right to Rails?
I already got that. I just need to find a slipcover. So Carnival Gamers? No. Engines and Escapades and Come Ride the Rails are nearly there. I just need a slipcover for Come Ride the Rails, and then just need to find the Valentine's Day of Engines and Escapades, and I'm set.
There's a preschool favorite slipcover Tales from the Tracks, which I found on Google Images. It's rare.
It's somewhat rare. I don't know how Gunn was able to find Steam Engine Stories.
It's unknown if you can find the slipcover for Tales from the Tracks.
Yeah, I mean, I could have just bought it when it came out originally back in 2007, honestly.
Me too.
I mean, what else am I trying to find? Even though I cannot find the inserts for Calling All Engines, as long as I have the booklet inside, it means it's kind of yes, I have it, yes. Because I got the Wooden Train bonus pack with a Bronze Diesel. I'm trying to find it with songs from the station Silver Percy and Gold Thomas with Solar Celebration. Maybe those ones will come with inserts as well, and I can take the other Solar Celebration and put it into the fun pack. Because I actually do want to get Calling All Engines on VHS. Because actually, I don't really need 3 copies of Calling All Engines. Because at least they have the booklet, that's good. But I'm curious if I get the Wooden Train pack of Thomas's Solar Celebration. I think that's the rarest, because I got the Calling All Engines one for a good deal back in last year of 2022.
And by the way, what happened to your favorite artwork copy, Sing Along and Stories?
I threw it away because it was faded. Actually, no. I gave it to Goodwill.
You threw out the faded artwork?
No, I gave it to Goodwill. Yeah, like I said, I kept the booklet from this faded copy, and I now have 2 booklets in my copy of Sing Along and Stories. Even if I get the slipcover Hop on Board Songs and Stories, I'll just keep the slipcover, but I want to give Hop on Board Songs and Stories to someone else.
And would you ever get Hop on Board Songs and Stories for your collection?
I mean, I guess if I kept it, I could just use it because it has a cool CD sampler.
Yeah, so
I could put my DVD collection of sing-along releases. But the Hop on Board Songs and Stories slipcover is over my original sing-along and stories.
Oh, Bob the Builder Extreme Adventures?
Bob the Builder Extreme Adventures? No. I was talking about the Hop on Board Songs and Stories thing of Tom.
Oh, you mean Bob the Builder? Oh, Bob, what do you think of Bob the Builder Extreme Adventures DVD?
I don't know about that release because I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's a re-release of To the Rescue.
Oh, I watched PBM's Video Entertainment review on that.
And what do you think of it? What do you think of Extreme Adventures?
I don't think it's as good.
It's your least favorite Bob the Builder DVD?
Probably.
Hello.
Also, 123, welcome to the chat stream of February 21st.
Do you hate Extreme Adventures because it's a re-release of To the Rescue?
Yeah, I have To the Rescue on Bob the Builder by itself. But does Extreme Adventures come with the slipcover or no?
No, and
I'm not buying.
Buying the slipcover. Oh, and Extreme Adventures. Do you hate that re-release?
Yeah, even though it's got a menu unlike the original release, but it still doesn't give you an option to view the stories, just like the Thomas Milkshake model release I've mentioned before. Which I'm actually trying to get a new pamphlet for my Milkshake model release because a little part of it got ripped off. Even though I can just literally color it over with a black permanent marker because it's only this portion that got ripped just a tiny bit of my Milkshake model
or
pamphlet.
You can find a new insert.
Well, true, if I see one at Goodwill or maybe I go out to a disc replay, but I say, can I swap it and put it into another release? And what else can I say about these releases? Yeah, Tales from the Tracks is going to be hard to find the pamphlet for it. But I could still get Steam Engine Stories, even though I'm not going to get the, what was it? Even though I'm not going to have Tales from the Tracks on VHS, because that VHS is so hard to find.
And what about Trackstar's VHS?
Trackstar's on VHS too bad. I mean, I got to find it used.
So, do you think you'll ever get Trackstar's VHS in the future?
Yeah, and maybe I could do a comparison if I got it, compared to Trackstar's the 2006 DVD. But it has like flashcards in the cover insert. But yeah. And also what DVD am I also trying to say? Oh yeah, Songs from the Station if I get that on track for... Well, no, actually I can't get that box. I already have Songs from the Station. Because I want Songs from the Station on VHS as well.
Oh, Trainloads of Stories box set is it getting extremely rare?
Yeah, because I thought it came with Steamies vs. Diesels, but I was wrong. It came with Calling All Engines, Track Stars, and Songs from the Station, even though I really want to get those on...
Is it anywhere to find?
Probably just eBay.
Did they make lots of copies of this box set?
I don't think they did. But yeah, and what else can I say about these? Hooray for Thomas, I'm perfectly fine on. It's great to be an engine. And Bowling Fan 2003 says, sorry, I meant copies with IES. That's fine. It's okay. We all make mistakes. What else am I trying to find? Yeah, if I get It's Great to Be an Engine and Fun Pack, I think what I could do is find a booklet from another copy and put it into the one in Fun Pack. Because I see Fun Pack on eBay sometimes. And Thompson PBS Fan Program Breaker says, have you thought about getting more about the Builder releases on DVD perhaps? I might do it maybe, Thompson PBS Fan Program Breaker. I might try to get Can We Fix It? Because like I said, I have ones leading up to the Star of the Project Build It series. So I really don't need any more for now, because I could do my Bob the Builder DVD collection. That's what I'm actually going to do for my next collection for next week. If I got all the releases out of there, is show every Bob the Builder release. Because, well, I just haven't shown it in a while. And yeah, I know what you said, Thompson PBS Fan Program Maker, and I know you'll decide if you want to join or not. I'll see what you say. But yeah. But yeah, even if I did these bonus train packs for like Thomas Gets Tricked and James Goes Buzz, replace them with like other ones. Because I can replace these with, because they might come with pamphlets in their boxes. Because I know they come with pamphlets in their boxes for Wooden Railway. Thomas Gets Tricked, I know that's the easiest because it comes with a Thomas inside, even though I have Thomas. And all Mox left, guys. It's just you. Just us, guys. Me and you, Toss LP Fan 123, and Toss Friends Fan 2007, unless other people want to join. And Toss PBS Fan Program says, I think I'll either join or live chat. He'll let me know. Okay. Okay, Toss PBS Fan Program. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe, what is it? I was thinking, do you have any Dragon Tales? I don't know if you have any Dragon Tales DVDs, Thompson LP Fan 123. Yeah, these. Back, guys. Take care quick. Yeah. What else can I say about more of my Thomas EVs? I'm trying to upgrade. Even though Mox left. I'm actually trying to upgrade most of my Dragon Tales DVDs now. Thompson LP Fan 123, because I want to give these ones.
That's cool.
Are you gonna go Thompson Friends Fan 2007?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna leave. I'm sorry. And Thompson PBS Fan Program Maker says, also it's just me or just Travis's voice in the US dub of Bob the Builder sounds sort of like Ord from Dragon Tales. I think it kind of does, or maybe it's just similar to Patrick Star, kind of. But hopefully it's not Bill Fargabarki who did Patrick Star, or Ty Olson who did Ord from Dragon Tales. Because, well, speaking of, I'm upgrading most of my Dragon Tales DVDs, guys, because I want to give some of these to Jake Martin. Next week when I get paid, I want to get Jake Martin more of those Dragon Tales DVDs I bought off eBay, as well as getting something off of Garrett, aka Lego Lover 117's eBay store. But what I'll do is I'll swap the discs, like the one I got off of eBay, I'll give to Jake Martin, but the one has a sticker on the back. But I know Thomas LP Fan 123. I know you've got a Wii, yes. Bowling Fan 2003 says I'm coming back for a brief moment because I've forgot to show you 4 movies I have. Okay, well, if you need to show them, if you forgot to show them Bullwinkle Fan 2003, that's fine. I guess I could show you something cool, Thomas LP Fan 123, because I know you told me in one of my streams you have a Wii. I'll go get them. I'll be right back. Alright, back. Let me add another. Actually, let me get Bullwinkle Fan back in here. Alright, he's back. To show off something really quick, and he'll. Yep, here's some Wii remotes I have. Also, LP Fan 3. I just got the Mario and Peach ones. Here's Mario one first. Even though I'm wearing Luigi's hat today. Well, I just had to wear it for stream. Oh, and Bullwinkle Fan just left. There's the Mario Wii Remote Plus. I remember getting this with the Luigi one, but then I lost it, but then I had to get this off of eBay. It came from eBay just today. Even though I'm wearing, like I said, I'm wearing Luigi's hat today because this is my lucky day to do the stream. I did the stream way before 7 o'clock. Seeing this one, Luigi Plus. Because I am wearing a hat. Now here's Plus. Yep, I've got. Now I just need another Wii Remote Plus, and then I can just get that rechargeable battery thing off of Amazon. There's each one. Down to either getting Yoshi, Toad, or Bowser next. I don't know which one I get. I mean, there's this cool Toad nunchuck I want to get, but it's so expensive. Yeah, I want to get the Toad Remote Plus next. Then I have to get a couple nunchucks off of Amazon or eBay. But each one, I know which nunchuck. For these, I have plenty of weird. I like these ones where they have the Wii Motion Plus built into them. You know, I like to not worry about buying an extra attachment. I have to spend more money on getting an extra attachment adapter for the bottom of the Wii Remote, which you have to use them for some games that use the Wii Motion Plus, but if you have a Wii Remote Plus, it'll detect that as an actual controller still. One. I know you guys. I don't know if you guys Wii's have different Wii remotes compared to mine. Koza says hi. Hello, Koza. I think the Wii Remote Plus I would like to probably get is probably Toad. Like, I don't know about the Super Mario Bros. Movie this year. I'm not sure if Yoshi's going to be in it or not. I mean, it depends. I mean, I saw Donkey Kong in the teaser trailer clip. Toad we know is in the trailer. And Thomas Friends Fan 2007 left. It's just us, Thomas LP Fan 123. And Koza says, wait, I have a Peach Wii Remote Plus. Peach Wii Remote, you mean Wii Remote Plus? Yes, I do, Koza, right here. I got this with the Mario one off of eBay back last week. So that means now I just need to find a fourth Wii Remote Plus that's down to either Yoshi or Toad. So there's the Peach one. And here's Mario one, in case you forgot. And let me see if there's a guest joining. And Tossum PBS Program Breaker. How's it going? Answer. Can you hear us?
Alright, here we go. Hey. Sorry.
Okay, hey Thompson P.S. Program Breaker, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good. Sorry. I don't know what happened,
It's fine.
but thankfully I solved that.
Yeah, it's just a chat stream, and I know I sent the link for if hopefully Jake Martin and Flick could possibly join because I could provide the link.
Oh dear. Hold on. Oh, okay, we're good. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure there was no copyright.
It's fine, but yeah.
Anything maybe you can show me or something? Like what's in for me?
Oh, you know what I really want to show you? Since I was
Uh-huh.
showing Console P Fan 123, even though he was muted. Can I tell you
Okay.
I got the Mario and Peach Wii Remote Pluses off of just got them in the mail from eBay.
No way! I can't believe you got one of those.
I mean, did you used to have it before? You just never had it when it came out.
I never had a Wii U before, but I do. But my friend from IRL has one. Well, he used to, but he changed to he upgraded to an Xbox One, just like I did to mine.
I mean, I'm using these on the Wii U to play. Now I can play more Wii U games and Wii games with these. Like when I
Yeah.
play the Virtual Wii on the Wii U, I can use these to play them.
Yeah.
But well, if I want to use like that GameCube controller, like even though it says I'm using a classic controller, all I need to do is get that adapter and I'm set to go, and I can play Smash Bros. Brawl on my Wii U. But I have to connect through this remote.
Yeah. And I did have an idea in mind.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but I have an Xbox One, right?
Yeah, I didn't know you had one. Well, that's cool. You got one. I don't have that, but
I had
all
that since Christmas of 2020, so I had an idea in mind.
Yeah.
What if I do maybe gaming videos?
Oh, like any games you have for like the Xbox One, I would
Yeah,
love
I
to
can
see
do Minecraft. I can do Minecraft. I don't know any other games I have besides Minecraft.
I mean, do you have like Halo games or Call of Duty?
I don't think so. Actually, I think I do have a few more, but I don't think but it's a bit personal, but yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I had other games, but yeah.
I mean, I'm so pleased to have my Mario Wii Remote Plus back because I've been missing this guy for so many years, and now it's been going up for so much money on eBay. But luckily, this was below $75 when I bought this with the Peach remote, which I'm going to show you in a moment.
Okay.
Here's the Peach one. So
Okay.
cool because it's got pink on it. Everyone likes to have pink stuff because it's to get help.
Oh, pink represents as Princess Peach?
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm guessing the green one represents as Luigi.
Yeah, because I'm wearing the Lucky Luigi hat today.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what Luigi's remote looks like because I've had this for years.
Okay. Well, you better keep that hat on because, St. Patrick's Day is in a month.
Well, I'm going to hopefully wear it on St. Patrick's Day. I mean, I might have to wear it on... Well, I mean, that's the thing, because I wear my hats to work, because even though my workers don't mind, my bosses don't mind me wearing hats to work, as long as it's just like an actual, just not like a dress hat. This is just it's just a cap.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Yes, let me see who's coming in.
Oh,
Most of it's
I hope.
Isabel, but that's just Eric.
Oh,
This is Eric here. Let me see. Let's see what he's doing. Well, once he eventually gets his thing revealed. Well, I was gonna
now
also tell you, like,
he's probably trying to, I don't know, get his face.
I mean, see his Sonic plush. I've got a Sonic plush
Sonic,
too.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Actually,
Yeah.
speaking of that, I did. I know you haven't seen Sonic the Hedgehog. Have you seen the Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2 movies, Thompson PBS Program Breaker?
No, I don't think I did. I watched
Oh,
Spider-Man though.
okay. But yeah, I'm pleased to have 3 Weirma Plus controllers now. Now I
Yeah.
just need to down to me either getting Bowser, Toad, or Yoshi next.
Also, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on The Incredibles 2? Have you like watched it before in theaters? Because I did.
Yeah, I saw it in the theaters with my dad, and I kind of liked it.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I don't know if it was as good as the first one, but I think I forgot to mention that the only Disney movie I hadn't got to see so far was Inside Out. To be
Oh, I mean, you were 10 before it came out.
Yeah, I was like 10, I believe.
Yeah, because it makes sense. You were born in 2005. It came out in 2015, so you were 10.
Yeah. And for
Oh,
Zootopia,
there
I
we
was like,
go.
oh, hey,
Yeah.
Eric.
Hey, Eric, how's it been going? Great?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. That's good. I was just saying, how's it going,
Ugh.
Eric? Good?
I just got home from school, by the way. Did I forget to mention?
Oh, you
Because
did?
every day I have school. Every day I have something after. Oh, what? Eric left?
Oh, and he just left. I was just trying to
Yeah,
ask how he was doing, but then all of a sudden, I think he might
yeah,
have left.
yeah,
But yeah, you said you got home from school. Yes, you do
yeah.
stuff after school.
Oh, yeah. And you know what I was saying about Travis from season 3 of Bob the Builder?
Hold on. Eric's
What is
trying to
it?
get back.
Oh,
Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
You know what I was saying about Trailer Travis from season 3 of Bob the Builder?
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to watch it over the weekend, which sucks, because I forgot to put the disc in my player because I was trying to do some other important
You
videos.
could just watch it on YouTube if you want, but hey, it's alright though. But
Hopefully, it's the US version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah.
But yeah, I recommend the US version of Travis's trailer because Spud screams a lot more in the US dub than he does in
Alrighty.
the UK.
Okay. Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's see the question.
Yeah?
Okay. Now X, do you like Puss in Boots The Last Wish? Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, I watched it before.
Hey, movie
And-
game. Oh, sorry.
So I was reading a comment. I really like that picture of Goddard that Eric has on his profile. It's cute. It says Bullwinkle Fan 2003. Well, that was very nice, Bullwinkle 2003, because I like Jimmy on Boy Genius. And William Walter says, "What's my favorite Thomas?" We definitely trust Thomas.
Yes, I know. Whose picture of Thomas? Whose picture of Thomas' profile picture?
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, thanks. I changed
You're
that
welcome.
because originally I had an anime picture, but I changed it. Oh,
Yeah, I
hey,
know.
movie game of '98. You want to ask me something?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you want to ask me something? Go ahead.
Yeah,
I was
sure.
gonna ask. Wait, were you saying me asking a question or
Yeah,
Eric?
you want to ask? You want to ask me something?
Yeah. Remember, in my stream from last week, like when I remember we did the different versions of No Sleep for Cranky, both Alec Baldwin and Michael Brand says you won't think now, maybe.
What?
I think Baldwin's is.
Do you like
Baldwin-
Tony Red?
Yeah,
I
I
like
think
Toy-
Baldwin is the best.
Yeah, Tony Red, he's the best movie. It's on Disney Plus.
Mm. Yeah, and to be frank, didn't Trevor Davis said one time about the episode? No, I think I remember when Trevor Davis made a top 5 least favorite episodes uh of All Aboard the Steam Team series, Thomas and Friends All Aboard the Steam Team series, which I like to call seasons 8 through 12. I know he put number 3 as Sir Handel in charge, which I know he said that the episode is like so boring and all because of Sir Handel saying just wait 3 times in a row throughout the episode. To be honest, I might get some hate for this, but I'd say it's a pretty decent episode because I think it gives Sir Handel more character
That's a good
development.
question, Ollie. Fine.
Sure,
Because
it's dull, but I mean, I'll take it over Scarlory Storms Through and Dingaling because I hate those episodes so much because Scarlory Storms Through here, obviously the real reason why because
Yeah, I'm not
you know,
sure, but I'm not sure he get this.
yeah,
Yeah. So, what's your favorite episodes of Thomas and Friends?
me,
Yes, you.
can't think of one, but I'd probably
I
say my favorite is
Mhm.
Rusty.
I can say mine, Eric, from seasons 1
Yeah,
to
I not
11.
told you
Fully
is.
model seasons. I can say my favorites from seasons 1 to 11.
Actually,
Yeah,
there
my
is one
favorite
I do
season
like.
one.
For season 1, it's a tie between Tenors and Turntables are down the mine. Season 2 is Thomas Comes to Breakfast. Season 3, Trust Thomas. Season 4, the ones with the narrow gauge engine, it's Rusty to the Rescue. Ones with the standard gauge engines, it's Thomas the Special Letter, or maybe Train Stops Play.
Yeah.
I get it. I get
for
it.
season 5, it's Make Someone Happy. Season 6, Thomas the Jet Engine. Season 7, Gordon and Spencer. Season 8, Thomas to the Rescue. Season 9, Respect for Gordon. Season 10, Thomas the Birthday Mail. Finally, season 11, Thomas Sets Sail.
What about season 12? You forgot to mention season
Baba,
12.
Baba.
Well, that's a
Well,
hybrid
please.
CGI and model season, so I'm talking about the ones that are fully model.
Oh, okay. But for season 12, I have to pick a favorite one. I know a lot of people hate that season because I think the fandom consider it their third least favorite season of the show, like the fandom, right?
Yeah, it would have been better if they just kept doing it fully model, but
Yeah,
I
it should
guess
have been fully model. Just get rid of the yellow tint.
Okay, yeah.
Like, let me think. So,
Did Raj from Ray Series Thomas VIP fan 2020s on you did? Hey, second guy, I know you did.
mm,
oops.
The second,
Well, it's a plush.
yeah.
yes, a plush. Yeah, I know the station right now.
Yeah, I've got a Sonic plush too, Eric.
Yeah, I know what to do with my time. Yeah, I know.
Hey, I'm Eric. Can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
You ever watched Bob the Builder before?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Bob the
Oh.
Builder sucks because I'm not sure to get this.
Oh,
It's
okay.
good.
Okay. What is it? What's
Yes, and I told you it's right now. I don't. I can expect my opinion.
All right, I will respect your opinion. Oh,
as he left. But yeah, as I was saying, Thomas PS4 Maker, remember I did the thing from my stream last Friday, like saying doing the different portions of the scene in No Sleep for Cranky when Salty says you've blown the main now. Baldwin's one is hilarious than Brandon's.
yeah.
Like, I'm actually. Which one do you think you like better, Baldwin or Brandon for the scene in No Sleep for Cranky?
Definitely Baldwin, because I think he sounds hilarious, despite his narration being terrible in that season. But there are some exceptions, though.
Well, but No Sleep for Cranky, these parts always make me laugh.
Yeah.
Like, well, first, like, when it makes this funny sound, and, like, like, when Cranky says, whoops, said Cranky meekly. And, like, also when Salty's about to say you've blown the main now, I have to put it on repeat on a loop saying, just his word, saying the words you've blown.
Yeah.
That makes me laugh every time. I can just repeat on loop and make it go for, like, up to 10 minutes.
Yeah. And, you want to hear my favorite episodes from seasons 1 through 24? Yeah, I'm going to do 1 through 24. I'm going to try.
Well, actually, I know mine from 12, just through 12 to 21.
Okay, I'll just do 1 through. I can do maybe 1 through 24, because, I mean, sure, seasons 22 to 24 aren't as good as the first 21 seasons, but at least they feel canon to the original show. But I'll definitely respect your opinion on that, because I think you said you don't care for it.
Yes, because they could have just put an episode where Nia's on a trial to see if she really wants to see if she can fit in with the Steam team members at all.
Yeah. And what else? Um, you know the episode. I know I'm gonna mix subjects all the time, but you know the episode of Bob the Builder, episode season 15, Rolly brings the house down.
I haven't seen it, so I don't.
Yeah, I recommend that episode because they had the best crash ever. Because Rolly was sliding around the mud, and then he hits like one of the shed sticks, and then the shed collapsed. The machine shelter collapsed. It's sort of the same way how it happened in Calling All Engines, except we don't get to see the crash in this special. But in Rolly Brings the House Down, we do. It was hilarious. Uh, what's your
Oh,
favorite Bob the Builder episode, like of all time?
I really don't have a favorite since most of these are really good episodes.
Yeah, the ones from Ready Steady Build. Okay, I know I said this again in my stream, but to be frank, I didn't really like Ready Steady Build at first, but then I think it's nowadays I find it okay. Not as good as the original series and Project Build It, but it's passable. I mean, I'll take it over anything.
Yeah,
Sorry, sorry. um, sorry, I had to repeat this again because
yeah,
Huh?
it's fine. I know a lot of people like sometimes are unfortunately forget stuff.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't know which reboot is worse. I thought Bob the Builder reboot was terrible, but I think there was one more reboot I hated worse, which was All Engines Go.
Yeah, yeah, it's why. And yeah, you know me, the only I would only stick with Blue's Clues, Thomas and PS program right here. That's one. At least Steve is a kind of parent figure to the the, the objects in the Blue's Clues house. He's kind of a parent figure to them.
Yeah,
That's why I never want to. Even though I think I used to think Dora the Explorer was good, but now all of a sudden I just wish. Even though yes, Dora does have parents, but I don't know why she constantly looks at the viewer.
yeah, it's one of I'm pretty sure. I think Dora the Explorer is one of those shows where the character looks at the viewers.
Yeah, and I just even though she has parents at the start, even at some of the episodes, even though it's still god awful because she constantly looks at the viewer.
Yeah, and Go Diego Go is pretty much the same, except it's a spin-off, I believe, right?
It's a spin-off to it, yeah, because they're both equally not good.
Yeah,
And also Max and Ruby will, even though it's a little bit better than those two, but the only problem is, like I mentioned before, that's why I'm never watching Max and Ruby again, is that Max and Ruby's parents don't appear in the first 5 seasons, but for some reason 6 and 7 they finally bring them back.
yeah. Max and Ruby, I would say it's pretty good, in my opinion.
I don't think it's good because they don't have their parents with them at the very beginning.
Yeah. However, I think they had their grandma.
Yeah, all they have is their grandma at another house next door.
Yeah. I wonder if it depends on the show. Like, how old is Ruby? I can't remember.
Well, it says on the description on this Max and Ruby DVD I used to have, just ask Max, a 3-year-old bunny.
And wait, Ruby is what?
Max is 3, but I think Ruby's 6 or 7.
Oh. Yeah, that's not
But
good. Like a
do you know
7-year-old can't take care of himself. What is
what?
it? What's
Did you know that's also bad in the show? Max can barely speak in earlier seasons.
Yeah. All he says is just the same word in episode. Like for example,
I think
stuffing in I think one Thanksgiving episode. I
I
can't
haven't seen that
remember.
episode, so I don't know my opinion on it. So I've lost interest in Max now. But I do know this
Yeah.
one. Like did you know this in this episode where they're trying to keep the party a surprise for Ruby's friend Louise? Max
Uh-huh.
always says the word now. He
Yeah.
always says the word now
Yeah,
instead of
I know. I know it's really annoying to be honest. Like,
That's why I think that's one of the it's not one of the worst episodes, but I think it's just funny. Like they're trying to keep the thing a surprise for the one who's. Even though I think that Ord's Unhappy Birthday from Dragon Tales might be way better than Max and Ruby's surprise party.
yeah.
And
And to be frank,
2003 says, "Good night, guys. Thanks for making my first experience in a live stream great. Also, thanks for planning a birthday stream for me, moving Game Lover 98. Of course, I will do it. Hopefully this weekend, Bullwinkle Fan 2003.
yeah.
But yeah, what were you saying? Yeah, Thompson P.S. Program Maker. As I was trying to answer the comment.
So I think there was another Nick Jr. show I also watched. Like I remember I used to watch it between 2012. I had like 2012 and 2013 mostly, and I think I stopped watching it in 2014. I would say. I think the one shows I think were all right were Olivia, despite the fact that the ears used to scare me a bit as a child.
I mean, that was after my time, Olivia, so I never watched it honestly. Because like I mentioned before, that you know me, like when I first turned 9 years old back in 2007, I just should have avoided Super Y in the first place and just stuck with Dragon Tales and Thomas.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't mind. The other Nick Jr. shows are so-so, I would say, with the exception of a few actually.
I mean, with Little Bear and Little Bill, I can get through it because like at least those ones, at least those characters have parents in their family. Despite like Little Bear is a bear family, but Little Bill is a claymation style show.
Yeah. And did you know Bob the Builder aired in Nick Jr. like in the early 2000s?
Like, well, that was the first time it was the first way to see it in the United States, the 2000s on Nick Jr.
Yeah. Yeah. And I forget to mention the one thing I love about Travis's trailer from season 3 of Bob the Builder is the fact that in the US version, Spud screams a lot when he yells for help. He screams a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, he screams a lot, but in the UK dub, it sounds like the UK dub, they weren't even trying.
yeah. And did you know that also? Yes, we did the other. There's another portion of the episode. Gordon takes a tumble of Thomas, like when after the narrator, after Gordon screams out, "Oh help!"
Yeah, in the US, in the redub version, which is seen on season 9 airings, apparently Michael Brandon added some lines for when Gordon is about to crash into a few more is about to crash. Like for example, he like crashed into a barn and I believe he crashed into a pile of dirt
He did
and
the
then
dirt first, and then the pile of barrels and tires, and then the barn.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
in Baldwin and Angeles, they don't add additional words.
Even Angelus's revised narration seen on season UK season 9 airings. If I could do maybe let me try let me try this impression like, when Sir Topham Hatt finds out about Gordon. I can do the UK version. Let me see this first.
Yeah. Well,
I
that'll
had
be
to
right.
mute I have to mute it because, just so then you don't get copyrighted.
Well, yeah. While you're checking it out, I was gonna do something else really quick. Well, actually, here's what I'll do.
All right, I'm ready. All right, I'm ready.
Okay, here I am. That's putting some batteries in my Wii remotes.
Yeah, okay. So I can do both the UK versions of Windsor Topham finds out about the incident. He found out soon enough. Okay, this is the version from 2002 with the Mike and Junior music. He found out soon enough. Well, Gordon, said the fire controller, you wanted to show Salty a thing or two, and you suddenly mostly done that. You showed him how silly it is to ignore go slow signs. Sorry, sir, said Gordon. I let out a sad wish of steam. And here's the version with the Robert Hartshorn version. I like to call it Robert Hartshorn because the new music just doesn't make sense. Anyways, he found out soon enough. Well, Gordon, said the Fat Controller, you wanted to show Salty a thing or two, and you certainly must done that. You showed him how silly it is to ignore go slow signs. Sorry, sir, said Gordon, and he let out a sad wish of steam.
Well, I can do the US versions with Baldwin and Michael Brandon. Yeah, with Alec and Brandon.
Uh-huh.
He found out soon enough. Well, Gordon, said Sir Pat, you wanted to show something too, and you certainly have done that. You showed how silly it is to ignore go slow signs. Sorry, sir. Let him say of steam. And now, Brandon. Well, Martin, said Sir Topham Hatt, you wanted to show Salty a thing or two, and you certainly have done that. You showed him how silly it is to ignore slow signs. Sorry, sir, said Gordon. Let of a sad wish of steam.
Yeah. And I have one big question, by the way.
Yeah?
So, in this season 8, the UK airings of season 8 that was recorded in 2004,
Yeah?
like the UK version? So, I have one big question. So, in the season 9 UK airings, when he revised the season 6 episodes, if he revised the episodes for season 6 on UK airings, why couldn't he do the same thing for season 7?
I really do not know, to be honest, because like I said, I do not have any of the UK releases of Thomas. I just want to get the UK complete seasons,
Yeah. Although the only thing is that there's still no the complete series 21 yet. And I think I figured out why I think I can understand why the complete series sets is only seen in the UK. With the exception of the complete early years from
What were we saying? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I think I might have figured out why they would release the complete series sets only in the UK and not in the US.
Even though it would be easier to do, because they could have just kept releasing other stuff when this pandemic started. Just release stuff that was released in the classic series.
So far the only releases we've gotten were like Big World Big Adventures. Like that's the last time we got to see it. Like it was 4 years ago. Like I think Big World Big Adventures the movie on DVD was released in like January of 2019, I believe.
No, it was September 2019, just a year after it came out in television.
Oh.
And then the only releases of 2020 we got for some reason were the 10 Movie Birthday Collection and Toss Magic Road 20th Anniversary Blu-ray.
Yeah. To be honest, I think it would be so much better if they just continue releasing. I wish they were continuing releasing. Like, we could have gotten a chance to see, which I know you hate the series not hate, probably don't care for, Blah. We could have gotten maybe for US audience. But no, of course we couldn't.
No, but some strange reason the 10 Movie Birthday Collection, even though I don't have it, did you know the reasons why they put Calling All Engines in that 10 Movie Birthday Collection from 2020, but despite that 2005 movie, Calling All Engines?
Yeah,
That film
why?
is coming up on 15.
Huh?
Calling All Engines was coming up on 15. Mission Rescue was coming up on 10.
What are you
And
talking about? 15?
yeah, I'm talking about what age they were coming up on when the 10 movie birthday collection came out.
Oh. So, oh, is it the month?
Yeah, I'm talking about when they came out. When the 10 movie birthday collection came out before these specific movies was turned a specific age.
Oh, okay.
At 10
It's because Calling All Engines came out. I know it came out in 2005, so from 2020, 15 years ago, right?
yes, and for Mission Rescue came out in 2010, was going to be 10 years old, and for
Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure.
in 2015 celebrates 5th anniversary.
Yeah. To be honest, I think they could have continued making more Thomas specials than just Blobba. To be honest, like, why not just maybe do the Adventure Continues, which would appear during the Blobba series?
I mean, like, yes, we could have seen like events from like the Troublesome Engine saga, like, but bring back Mark Morgan. The one scene I would have loved to see, like I told you before, the adventure continues. What if they recreated the scene and Percy runs away in CGI?
Yeah, that would be great.
Because when Percy's
That's
frightened
something. Yeah,
when
yeah,
Percy gets frightened of Gordon, and
yeah.
Gordon tells Percy, "Get out of my way, you silly steamy."
Yeah. So the
This-
voice cast would be pretty much the same as before, right? Like Christopher, well, for the US dub at least, like Christopher Ragland as Percy, which I think it would be perfect. Well, although Percy was built in the British Railway, but I still think he sounds very youthful.
But yeah, and also like when if they recreated the Percy runs away scene in full CGI, like like how and when Gordon sees Percy in his way, he closes his eyes tight, and both of them close their eyes tight, and Gordon would say, "Get
Yeah.
out of my way, you silly steamy."
Wait, what
Percy
would
runs away
Gordon
also.
say? What would Gordon say? If, like, you should probably do Carrie Shales or Keith Wickham. I just
Or I'll just say, "Oh, get out of my way,"
yeah, yeah.
or you
Or
could just say, "Out of my way, you silly steamy." After Gordon closed his eyes tight.
yeah, he would be like, I think in the US version, if that ever happened, the adventure continues. I bet he would be like, "Oh, oh, get out of my way! Express coming through!"
Get out of my way! Express coming through!
Because that's what Gordon always says that in the CGI series. That's why.
And then Percy would run off screaming. It says, "Oh, silly steamies," and he puffs into Wellsworth Station.
Yeah, I think Christopher Ragland's Percy voice would sound like this. "Oh no, I'm not staying here. I'll run away."
And then Gordon would still say, "Oh, silly steamies."
Either that or "Oh, the
stay off the
indignity."
main line.
Yeah, either
Gordon-
that or he would say, "Oh, the indignity."
Oh, the indignity.
Yeah. And what season would you want it? Do you think it should be part of the 75th? It should have been part of the 75th anniversary?
Yeah, like make that.
Yeah, like between season 23 and 24.
Even though season 24 ended in like sometime in 2021.
Yeah, it was. I think it was 2020 or 2021 for the US. Well, it was mostly 2020 for the US until we got this. Before, you don't mind if I show you this image? Before we.
Well, I don't know about that.
Don't worry, it's not copyrighted. All right, it's not the theme song. Trust me.
Oh, show me something. Yeah?
Yeah. And to be honest, I think Thomas and the Royal Engine, which is a double-length special of season 24, I think it ended in a really great note. While it may not have been a perfect note, I think it's even better than Thomas Meets the Queen. Well, not saying it's bad, but I think Thomas Meets the Queen should have been the season finale for season 4, to be honest. But don't get me wrong, I think the episode's Mind That Bike was pretty good, but I think Thomas Meets the Queen should have been the season finale because of a special event, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been cool, yeah.
Yeah. Though I kind of wish I could switch it around.
You can go and show me
Yeah,
thing. And well, I'm thinking
yeah,
of some other dialogue to say if they made Adventure
yeah.
Continues.
So overall, Wop Wappa, I know you probably don't care for, was not as good. I'd say it's 10 times better than this.
Ugh, yeah, stupid All Engines Go, stupid
Yeah.
Mattel.
I don't know if there's anything I don't think there's anything redeemable about it. I mean, I would say some of the voice actors are okay, are so for the most part, but not as good as the ones from the CGI series and probably Magic Railroad. Like, f- like you want to hear my favorite voice actor?
Yeah,
Once again, I just want to focus on ones for the Steam team. For Thomas, definitely John Hassler, because I think all engines should sound British. You know, because they're built on the British Railway.
yeah. I didn't you actually do that before? You told me your favorite voice actor was the
Oh
same
yeah,
thing, right?
yeah, but I'll say it one more time if you want. Or
Okay, because I already know mine, so I'm not gonna do it again.
so my favorite is John Hassler for Thomas, and for Percy. Oh no, I'm gonna go with Edward. Edward probably Keith Wickham, Henry Keith Wickham, Gordon Keith Wickham, James Rob Rackstraw, and Percy Nigel Pelkington. Season 7 and Toby. I think Ben Small.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
and for Emily, Teresa Gallagher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to be honest, I found it funny when James was like, in the episode The Fastest Red Engine on Sodor from season 21, James was like after the crash happened, James was like, "How's my paperwork? I'm really in trouble now."
You can say that again, James. I told you many times about showing off this afternoon, and now you ruined the shed. Oh, honestly, James, it would have been better to go to the Steamworks and have the problem fixed when you had a small one before it turned into a much bigger one.
I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, it was pretty. I think Keith Wickham's yelling was pretty good. I wonder how Carrie Show would perform that. Well, if he continued voicing Sir Topham Hatt, which, although I think it was the best decision to have Keith Wickham voice in the US dub.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one thing I don't understand. I might change subjects to Bob the Builder. Yeah. And speaking of Rob Rackstraw, did I forget to tell you Rob Rackstraw was one of the voice actors to provide the voices for Bob the Builder? Spud is one of them. And for some reason, speaking of Spud, Rob Rackstraw doesn't provide the voice for Spud in the US version until the start of Project Build It, which he'd been doing it in the UK version throughout the time. Which, that's a similar question. I mean, why didn't he do it earlier when Bob the Builder started in the US version?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, and this isn't the only time. Rob Rackstraw provided the voice for James, starting with The Adventure Begins in the US dub, and for some reason, and Keith Wickham remained the same in the UK. But then for some reason, until the start of Journey Beyond Soldor, all the way to the end of the show, he's replaced with Rob Rackstraw for the UK audience, except with a different accent.
Couldn't even tell them apart from the UK and the US. Rob Restaurant James, even though it's the same
Yeah.
person, but I just don't know the accents apart. But
Yeah,
luckily, the US one I know. Actually, maybe that portion from the Fastest Range on Soda, I could actually do it again. How's my paintwork looking? I'm really in trouble now.
you could say that again, James. I told you many times about showing off this afternoon, and now you ruined the shed. It was pretty funny when, I would imagine if this was a model version of the episode, like if I was doing Michael Angelis's from maybe I don't know seasons, maybe either in the classic seasons or the All Aboard the Steam Team series, which
Yeah.
like I would imagine. I think All Aboard. I think it would work with maybe All Aboard the Steam Team series because just to give it more support, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because Rosie didn't appear at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bet it'll go like this. Like I can do the UK version, you can do the US if you want.
I don't know if that's gonna work honestly, because I have to think of what best narrator voice.
Yeah. Okay. How's my paint looking? I'm really in trouble now. James moaned. You can say that again, James, said a stern voice. It was the Fat Controller. I told you many times about showing off all afternoon, he said sternly. And now you ruined the shed.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, you want to hear? Oh,
No, I was just trying to think. I must trying to think of something else.
okay. Yeah. Who's your favorite voice actor for James, by the way, if you can ask? Oh,
Rob Rexstraw US version.
yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, there is another actor I also do happen to like for James. I think it's a tie between Michael Angelis and Rob Rackstraw. I think both of them are perfect for the character, in my opinion. Although, for some reason, Angelis in season 4, remember when I was talking about Angelis' season 4 narration? Like my slight complaints?
Yeah.
Well, for some reason, his narration in season 4 was it was actually pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Not as good as season 3 though, cuz my only problem with my only problem with the first half of season 4 is that his narration was a bit monotoned.
But yes, and you know how we did the scene in Busy going backwards from Thomas? Like, when you did Toad's yikes with Michael Angelos, instead of saying, oh my goodness, help save.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
actually do it myself. Yikes! Help save me. What Shunter did just in time. What was that? Exclamation.
Yeah. 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 I mean, I can do the UK version of the beginning of the episode Bulldog. Driver should be here by now. Driver should be here by. Well, I would imagine if Bulldog was narrated by Michael Angelis, but in a different year, like 2005 or something. Like I would imagine it being narrated as part of season 9. Well, okay. Huh?
Well, they didn't do that. They air the classic series as part of the season 9 or 10. Like they didn't do seasons 1 through 4. They only did 5, 6, and 7. They did 6
Yeah.
and 7.
Yeah. So which season do you think Angelis was the best at? Like out of all?
I think 5 he did kind of good.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say he was pretty good season 3 because of the screaming he makes.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
also,
he
I
was
know
like
the scene of a. Oh, what were we saying?
he was like, "Never mind, James," whispered Toby. "They're only joking." "Ha ha," said James.
Toby just smiled.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure his narration was slow paced. He couldn't say Toby just smiled. And Toby just smiled.
But in George Carlin, he says, Toby just smiled.
However, in the early UK narration, he does say that at the end.
Just Toby just smiled.
Yeah, he says that in the early UK narration.
But I think, yes, I also did the portion from. I think I can do the George Carlin versus Michael Angelos scene in Trust Thomas. First, we'll do George Carlin. Take that! Oh, groaned the freight art. Just you wait. We'll show you. And now here's Angelos. Oh, groaned the trucks. Just you wait. We'll show you. And actually, also in the part from Mavis. when Mavis is stuck on the frozen mud tracks on Toby's line in Mavis, her introduction episode, Mavis. Which one which narrator does her more growling, George Carlin or Angelus?
I don't know, to be honest. I could say maybe mostly Carlin.
He goes, grrr, and he says, grrr, wail Mavis. And then when she says, grosh, said Mavis.
Is it in the US version or UK?
US, where basically Carlin goes, grosh, said Mavis.
Oh, it sounded like you were doing the UK version, but I'm sure it's the US.
Yeah, because of how Carlin's toned, the way this tone, that's Carlin's.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna do my impression on Bulldog, like how I think the UK version I'm pretty good with. He goes like this: "Driver should be here by now. What's he doing? Sleep."
Sleeping, grunted.
Let me try this again. I kind of messed up something. Okay. Driver should be here by now. Wished Posey. What's he doing? Sleeping, grunted Golden. But that means I'll be late, Percy wailed. The passengers will be waiting and the passengers will get cross. Rubbish, said Henry. It's still early, added James. You just want to show off. No, I don't, snapped Percy. Never mind, Percy, said Thomas. It'll soon be time for work. But be careful or you might run into danger. Aunt Duke is not going to save you. The Duke? Stuttered Toby. You mean our hero? The very same, said Thomas. Yeah. Honestly, his James impression was a bit monotoned.
But did you know that Angelus didn't say a large painting of Duke hung in the engine shed, but Carlin did say that?
Actually, he did. I think
Carlin after Carlin says Toby's voice is Duke, stuttered Toby. You mean our hero? A large painting of Duke hung in the engine shed. The very same, said Thomas, and the rest goes for the same.
Yeah, and I did also notice that in the UK version, the revised version, I'm pretty sure the revised version for season 4 is pretty much the same as the early narration. I mean, come on, you could have done the same way just like you did for season 3.
But yeah, also I could do this portion from, like, when Peter Sam reaches the station and Henry's waiting for him, when he says, "This won't do, youngster." "This won't do, youngster," said.
Are you doing the UK?
Yes. I can tell,
Okay.
this is Angelus's voice. "I can't be kept waiting. If you are late tonight, I will go off and leave your passengers behind." "Pooh," said Peterson. Secretly, he was a little worried, but not for long. The guard waved his green flag. And also, like, when the coaches, I don't know how I can do Angelus screaming if the coaches stop, 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 wailed the coaches, "You left the refreshment lady behind." Carlin's I can do the easiest.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know when his narrations. I think his narration probably started to. I think he started to gain more energy with his narration for season 4, and I would say most likely either Rusty to the Rescue or Thomas and Stepney. And to be honest, I think I think in Angelus' singing with the Troublesome Trucks and Toad Stands By, he was like, when he used to order. With the greatest volley, we just push him down the well. Pop goes Ollie. Thomas, Duck, and Percy were shocked. Be quiet, they ordered.
Also, when they finish,
Huh?
also when they finish, when they sing, they're starting gonna sing again after that. But George Carlin isn't much better. Thomas, Duck, and Percy were shocked. "Be quiet," they ordered, but they couldn't be everywhere, and everywhere they weren't, the cars began again. "Oliver's no use at all. Thinks he's very clever. Says that he can manage us. That's the best joke ever."
Yeah, he was like, all of us no use at all. He thinks he's very clever, and he said he can manage us. That's the best joke ever. At last, the engines. Huh?
Oh, sorry.
What were we saying?
Which one do you think is more? Do you think Carlin's singing of Pop Goes Ollie is better than Angelus's?
Yeah, I think the US version's the best. I mean, Angelus was okay, but I think he was shouting a bit too much. But however, there was one thing that Angelus did made up in the episode, like make up for that one, and that was the fact that was his scruffy screaming. When in the UK version he was like, "I'm coming apart," and then he ripped up.
But what we were doing the scene like when the narrator says at last the engines gave up.
Yeah,
At last the engines gave up.
we're sorry, Oliver, they said. It's really my fault, said Oliver sadly. I shouldn't have fallen into the turntable. Toad the brake van now felt sorry for it. So,
Told the brakeman now felt sorry for Oliver too.
yeah. Yeah. And also, to be honest, if I could think of one, like I could do UK version. I am worried, Mr. Douglas, said Toad. Where is it going to end? Who knows? I'm doing the UK version, by the
Okay,
way.
it looked similar to George Carlin's in my opinion. But wait, does Toad with Angela sound kind of good in Toad Stands By the UK version? Better than a little bit trying to sound more not as high pitched as Carlin.
I think he was trying at least. Yeah. But I think his narration for season season 7 probably got worse. I would say he was good in seasons 3 to 6, but then he sounded monotone, a lot more monotone in season 7, with a couple of exceptions, like James and the Queen of Sodor.
Yeah, also like when they sang, also like in the Spotless record, they can tell like the Brandon, no, the Angelus UK or US version.
Yeah.
It just the words, yes, but I know. Also, like I know when Thomas comes up to Arthur when he tells him, like I'll do Angelus's UK one. The fat controller doesn't like the truck singing. You stop. Thank. I will. Arthur, I will never stop the trucks from singing. Laughed Thomas. And the US one of Angelus, he says, Sir Top, I don't like the singing. Sir Thomas, you stop.
Yeah.
Thank. I will.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure in the US version of the Spotless record, instead of like the Angelus US version, instead of saying troublesome trucks, he says foolish freight cars, which I don't think sounds suitable. I think the troublesome truck sounds more suitable. You could just call them troublesome cars.
Or like I think in the UK version of Angelus, he still says the troublesome trucks were cross.
Yeah.
I think he says, stop singing, Puff Arthur. Trucks, trucks cross. If they couldn't sing, they could teach Arthur a lesson instead.
Yeah. And that even goes for Michael Brandon's US narration. He does actually say troublesome trucks.
Yeah, like this one he says, stop singing, said Arthur. Trucks should do as they're told. The troublesome trucks were cross. If they couldn't sing, they could teach Arthur a lesson instead. And also when Brandon says hit the troublesome trucks lines, he will show him, they giggle. It doesn't even transition to the next scene yet when they starts to say, we'll show him. He can't push us around. Before the narrator says Arthur struggled over bridges.
Yeah. Yeah.
You saw that Brandon said that line way too early, but Angelus waits to say the next line.
Yeah. Yeah, but to be honest, Angelus's narration was pretty slow paced, but I could tell he was at least trying to put some energy in some episodes of season 7. But most of them he sounded not really that great.
Because I think Peace and Quiet, the only thing that did change in the UK and US version of Michael Angelus is they just changed from Fat and Short to Sir Topham Hatt.
Yeah, that's it.
I think like they just say long, heavy. I think like when the Murdoch collects a first load of long line of heavy freight cars, I think the UK one it goes, soon Murdoch was coupled to a long, long line of heavy trucks. His wheels started to turn, and the mighty engine was off. And also, like, when I watched James A. Williams' video on a Thomas Season 7 DVD he watched, he was wondering, what does the word Marsai mean?
Marseille?
Yeah, he's like, when Salty asked the question, have you worked Marsai?
Far, I think.
I think he meant to say far side, not Mars side. I don't even know what that, like, James A. Williams says it means, I think he originally worked in a mainland harbor, Murdoch.
Yeah.
And then he says, and like when Murdoch exclaims out loudly to Harvey and Salty, please, Crow and Murdoch, I want some peace and quiet.
Yeah.
Can you tell Brandon put so much energy in that scene?
Yeah.
But Angela C says, after Harvey asks, have you ever crashed? And then he says, please, Crow and Murdoch, I want some peace and quiet, and I don't want to share a shed with chatterboxes. But
Oh,
Brandon, he upbeat it much better. He says, please, said Murdoch. I want some peace and quiet, and I don't want to share a shed with chatterboxes.
And what about when Brandon makes, at the end of the episode, Brandon says, bah? Like, he says bah in a really good way. Well,
yeah, but also, like, in this portion of Fergus breaks the rules in both UK and US, you know how Angelus, he makes Ari and Bert go very scary, but Brandon, he just makes a kind of devious tone for Ari and Bert when they say, hello, are you happy to be here? And for Angelus, he goes, hello, are you happy to be here?
no.
And he says, hello, are you happy to be here? No!
Yeah. And another thing I could think, huh?
I don't know how Fergus's driver says, after the narrator says his driver was scared too, come on, Fergus, we're going to escape.
Come on, Fergus, we're going to escape. That's how he said in the US version.
Yeah, and you know how another YouTuber, Mikey57S, he hates Fergus breaks the rules because he says how Fergus didn't break any rules. He says that, and Renee's on the roller coaster, and another one he says are his least favorites of season 7.
Yeah.
Because seriously, he says like Fergus think he broke any rules. No, he didn't.
More like Diesel broke the rules.
Yeah, this episode should have been called Diesel Breaks the Rules, because Fergus was tricked by Diesel to go to somewhere he was not supposed to be.
It could have been Fergus gets tricked.
Like Fergus gets tricked instead of it saying he broke the rules.
Uh-huh. Or something.
Yeah, they should have called it Fergus gets tricked, not Fergus breaks the rules, because Fergus did not break any rules. He was.
And I'm pretty sure Thomas on the Search for Fergus is probably not that great either, like the title.
They should have changed it to Fergus gets tricked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have said it myself when I say episode.
Also, if you were to improve this intro for seasons 22 to 24, and maybe plus the season 25, if I were to include it in full CGI, how would you improve it? Like
say a different narrator in the title card instead of letting Joseph May be the narrator as well as voicing Thomas?
No, the intro.
Well, leave it the same way, except it replace some scenes replace all the ones from Tale of the Brave and
not all 7. Of them, or just keep some.
I think replace all the season 18, 17, and ones from King of the Railway and Tale of the Brave. Because there's only one season 9 instance where they do change it to a different animation. There's one of the close-up of Edward, this workman coupling up Edward to this freight cars, and the adventure begins. That's the only one they have in the season 19 intro. And when Thomas blows his whistle at the end of that one, just like at the end of the adventure begins.
Yeah. So okay, so and what about in the end credits?
Oh, actually, before that, there's also another one they replaced. There's one with Gordon passing by when they sing the lyrics in the season 19 through 21 engine roll call. There's one of Gordon from Slow Steven.
Yeah. Oh, when they say Gordon thunders down the line?
No, that when they're just singing the lyrics, they're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8, they're shunting trucks and hauling freight, red and green and brown and blue. That's only that's portion of the song they sing in the intro. When they sing the lyrics red and green and brown and blue, that scene of Gordon from season 19, Slow Steven.
Oh, okay. And if I were to improve, what about the end credits? Like, should it maybe feature the last shot of Thomas taken from, like, in Vicarstown or something? Because he did that in the Learning with Thomas segments.
Yeah, the life lessons Thomas ones. Well, not life lessons, but one Thomas learning something he learned today. Yeah, they should have done that. Yeah,
I
because
think they could have used that for the credits instead.
like that's like how in the season 19 through 21 end credits he's seen at Farquhar with Annie and Clarabelle.
Yeah, I think they could have done for Vicarstown.
Yeah, like just still show the end credits, but with him rolling his eyes every few seconds, looking at the viewer, and then looking at the
Yeah.
credits. Yeah, they should have
Yeah.
done that. Put him in Vicarstown Station.
Yeah. And I think what's another movie you would want to produce, maybe? Like season 22 we have Bwaba the movie. What would be another movie you want to produce?
Well, I mean, since we have to put the adventure continues after because it's to celebrate the 75th anniversary, I don't know, maybe call it, I don't know what to call it, honestly, because, like, these are all, like, full-length double episodes.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. You know what'd be great? Maybe if they brought back Great Waterton in full CGI. Like maybe bring back all the locations that were in the model series. Well, maybe some of them. Like for example, I know Great Waterton would be one of them.
Yeah, like, even, like, the narrator could say, like, Thomas could say, like, they could tell a story of, like, how Thomas first found Great Waterton.
Yeah. And to be honest, I don't mind the life lessons with Thomas segments and all that stuff. Just I would prefer it if it was just maybe seen on airings.
Like, like, isn't that the ones, like, after, like, the life lesson, Thomas is finished telling the life lesson to the viewer, like, when Annie Clarabelle say, come on, Thomas, it's time to go?
Yeah, I don't mind those. Just maybe it should be seen on airings or something. Or maybe it could be seen like if you're gonna do a DVD release, maybe they could just,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's how it could have worked better. And, to be honest, about the designs that were changed in season 23, I don't mind that. I kind of I like their new designs in season 23 to be honest. Well,
Like,
not as good.
like, there's handrails on the sides of Percy's sloped water tanks.
Yeah, and there are some additional dots, like there are some additional parts to it. Like for example, there are some dots.
I mean, I don't mind Emily's design in season 23, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, and Bob the Builder, by the way.
Yeah?
Oh, you don't have a favorite episode for Bob the Builder? Is it because you like them?
Like, I like just much of the episodes. They're real. Some of them are good. Some of them I did. I mean, I don't really hate most of the episodes of Bob the Builder, to be honest.
Yeah. Like if I had to pick the best one, I would say Travis's trailer because it was like the only time I got to see a runaway. Yeah, and I know in the US version, Alan Marriott is probably the best voice for Spud, in my opinion at least. Because I think he puts a lot more energy in that one. Rob Rackstraw was pretty good, don't get me wrong. But I think Alan Marriott does the best one for this episode. He's like, runaway trailer!
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think there were some additional lines that were seen in the US but not in the UK. Like, for example, in a faraway shot of Scoop and Travis chasing after Spud, he was like, somebody help me! And
Yeah.
when he goes inside a tunnel or something like that,
Yeah.
when he goes, he's like, hey, who turned out the lights?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. Yeah, there were so many additional lines. I think I like the US version. Like, if you want to watch Travis's trailer, I recommend the US version because I think Alan Marriott does a pretty good. I think Alan Marriott does the best one in this one. Sure, it's not as good as the UK, but I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, I can tell from another scene from like season 8 episode, like, actually when
Season
we
8
did the
episode of
portion
what?
of Thomas to the rescue, we could do the bet which one you can tell Angelus or Brandon's Diesel impression. Might
Yeah.
Maybe you could try to do the Angelus's Diesel's. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here?
Oh yeah, I
The
okay,
Angelus
I'll
one. I'll do
try.
the Brandon one. I'll do Brandon
Okay.
and Angelus's. First, I'll do. Oh, it's you, Oil Diesel. What are you doing here? I'm here to help Mavis, Thomas proudly. Steamies can't help. Not like a Diesel. That's not true, said Thomas crossly, and he began working at once.
But when Thomas puffed to the quarry, he had a nasty surprise. Oh, it's you, Oil Diesel. What are you doing here? I'm here to help Mavis, puffed Thomas proudly. Steamies can't help, not like a Diesel, Diesel sneered. That's not true, said Thomas crossly, and he began working at once.
I also like this one where after when Diesel says, then Thomas let off steam, Diesel sniffed loudly. What's that horrible smell? He cried. Oh, it's just a stinky old steamy engine. How rude, exclaimed Thomas. Wonder Sir Topham had his thinking scrapping steam. I don't believe you, huffed Thomas. He was upset. I think I can try to. Then, when Thomas let off steam.
Oh, I can try actually.
Okay.
Then, when Thomas let off steam, Diesel sneered loudly. What's that horrible smell? Oh, he sniffed. Oh, it's just a stinky old steamy. How rude! Exclaimed Thomas. No wonder the fat controllers can think of scrapping diesels, helping steamies like you. I don't believe you, puffed Thomas, but he was upset.
But yeah. And also, like, this scene, also like this part when Sir Tom had is on board Thomas in Percy's big mistake. I don't know if Brandon's is more stern, is more serious, a little bit stern at Gordon with Brandon or Angelus. With Brandon, he goes,
In which one?
Where is in Percy's big mistake when Sir Tom had asked Gordon, where is Percy? He said.
He didn't sound. He didn't sound.
Lead.
Yeah. Which Percy? By the way, would you pick Brandon or Angelus as Percy?
Since his Angelus one is really annoying in 8 through 12, I would have to go through with Brandon much better.
Yeah. I don't mind Angelus's, to be honest. Oh, yeah.
Also, I think another portion is from the episode. Yeah, I think I did this before, like in the scene in Squeak, Growl, and Roll when Gordon puffs slowly up Gordon's hill. I don't know why the narrator says Gordon squeaks sadly up the hill, but that's Gordon's hill. He should have said Gordon squeaks sadly up Gordon's hill.
Yeah, but it didn't sound like he was sad.
Or I think he should have said squeak slowly up the hill.
Yeah.
Doesn't Angela say Gordon squeaked up Gordon's hill, or does he just say?
No, I think he did the same thing, just like Brandon's. Except there is one difference, by the way, when when Sir Tophead spoke sternly to Gordon in that episode, Squeak Growl Roll, he was like in the UK one, he goes like this: "What are you playing at, Gordon?" He boomed. "You must go quickly, or the children will never catch the boat, and that will never do." "Yes, sir," said Gordon sadly. "Remember," added the Fat Controller, "you are the fastest engine on the island." This made Gordon proud. "This might be my last journey, but I'll still get them to their boat on time." That's how it goes, I believe, in the UK.
And why did he say that? Why are you fooling around, Gordon?
No, he said, "What are you playing at?"
Well, in Brandon, he says, "Why are you fooling around, Gordon?" And then also Gordon says, "This might be my last trip," even though he could have just said this will be his last journey. But even it goes like this: "Why are you fooling around, Gordon?" he boomed. "You must go quickly, or the children will miss the boat, and that will never do. Yes, sir, said Gordon sadly. Remember, added Sir Topham Hatt, you are the fastest engine on the island. This made Gordon feel proud. This might be my last trip, but I'll get the children to their boat on time. But yeah, you know this one scene I couldn't. This another thing I used to dislike toss the statue as a kid back then, but now for some reason I do like it. You know this one scene I got so annoyed at Percy's getting cross at Thomas saying, "Please stop talking about the statue." I think Brandon did it way too stern with Percy.
Yeah.
I think with Angelus he did it kind of too stern, kind of mildly stern at Thomas. Percy spoke sternly to him, severely to him. It kind of made a little low tone.
Yeah.
Like when he says, Thomas decided to talk to Percy about his statue again. Please stop talking about the statue, said Thomas was surprised. No one wants to hear about it anymore. No one wants to talk to you anymore, said Percy crossly. And neither do I. But Brandon says, please stop talking about the statue, Percy said. Thomas was surprised. No one wants to hear about it anymore. No one wants to talk to you anymore, said Percy crossly. And neither do I. But I know if there was an additional scene where Gordon was like, that's right. Stop talking about the statue, Thomas. You know what you are, Thomas? You're nothing but a show-off. You're even more of a show-off than James. Yeah.
Wait, if there was an added scene?
Yeah, if Gordon came into the scene and said, that's right, Thomas. Stop. Percy is right. Stop talking about the statue. You know what you are, Thomas? You're nothing but a show-off. Even more of a show-off than James.
Yeah. Although Gordon's not any better, because he's also a show-off too sometimes.
Well, even though he did speak till the very end of Thomas the Statue, because I actually messed that up in one of my streams. Because actually, like, Gordon is in the episode, but he doesn't speak. No, he actually has one set of dialogue towards the end when all the engines gas, when all the snow melts off the statue, and they're all surprised. Gordon has only one set of dialogue, and that's it. Where he basically goes, "That's not Thomas." So,
Are you doing UK?
yeah, he says, "That's not Thomas," said Gordon. But that's not Thomas, said. And also, like, this portion in Thomas's day off, like, you know, when Sir Topham Hatt speaks severely to Dennis at the end, well, in the US or UK version.
To be honest, I would say Brandon's narration is smooth in season 8, but then he started to sound a lot more nasally in seasons 9 through 12. That's why I picked the UK. And I don't mind Percy's voice. I don't mind Angelus's Percy voice. I mean, sure, it might sound a bit annoying, but it sounds pretty hilarious in my opinion. And I know for a fact that he did make James sound a bit annoying too.
Well, there's only one scene in Thomas's day off with Percy's Angelus or Brandon voice where he goes, "The workmen are waiting for the trucks of tiles. The children can't go to school until it's mended, and nobody knows where Dennis is." That's the only time Michelangelo's Percy voice was kind of annoying. Well, it's only one scene.
Yeah.
It's only for one scene when... But with Brandon, he goes, "The workmen are waiting for the freight cars of tiles. The children for the tiles for the schoolhouse. The children can't go to school until it's mended, and nobody knows where Dennis is. I do. He's broken down. I must go back to help him right away." I was like, well, actually, I'm trying to do the scene where Sir Topham Hatt scolds Dennis, saying, "Dennis, you have caused confusion and delay." "Dennis, you have caused confusion and delay," he said sternly. Dennis felt bad. Thomas has shown me that being really useful is much better than being really lazy. Can I tell you Brandon's Dennis impression? Doesn't it sound kind of Americanized in my opinion? Even though isn't Dennis based off a British Diesel too?
Let me see.
Because I think his basis is kind of like a real life Diesel. I've seen
Yeah.
it.
Although if Dennis did come back in the CGI series, who should his voice be?
I mean, I don't know who Norman's voice actor in CGI is. I think it's.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try to look up. I think his voice is. Norman doesn't appear until Day of the Diesels, I believe.
Well, I mean, they share the same basis, Dennis and Norman.
Uh huh. Okay, so I think his US voice actor. Originally, his voice was Carrie Shill in the US.
Well, that was for Sydney. He was only voiced by Carrie Shell, but he was only making a laughing sound when he and the others laugh at Percy's unfunny joke in Day of the Diesels. That's the only time we got to see Carrie Shell voicing Sydney. But starting with
Yeah.
season 17 to 23 or 24, I think, that's when Sydney's voice changed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and what else? I did also notice something.
Yeah?
So, what would you say about Michelangelo's Sir Topham Hatt impression? Which I'm sure some people say it's the best.
I would say in the middle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's because I think he sounded a bit monotoned at times, but I still think he's a pretty good Sir Topham Hatt impression voice.
But yeah, I know I've done the scene from Sticky Taffy Thomas, or it's called in the UK
Yeah.
Sticky Toffee Thomas. The one
To
where
be honest, I don't really care for Sticky Toffee Thomas because, it was such a dumb episode, though.
why do you think it's so boring or dumb? Or do you say
It's
dumb?
not terrible. It's just Thomas being a bit childish in that episode. I mean, it's not as bad as some of the other episodes I hate, like War and Peace and all that stuff.
Or yes, we know Top Off Thomas or Thomas's Frost.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Wait. Is my headphones working? Okay. Okay.
But also like how in the scene and I think it's Edward strikes out. Like I don't think Angelus can upbeat his voice, adding so much tone with Rocky saying "Go get him, Edward."
Yeah. Let me think. So, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Ugh, the silly me.
Also,
Oh
like,
yeah.
scene,
Yeah.
well, also in the scene,
Yeah. Yeah. Say it. Go ahead. Sorry.
also in the scene in Edward strikes out when Thomas and Emily come up to the pipes. And Thomas tells Edward, "We have to get through. Why don't you go and get Rocky?" I don't know if Edward's Angelus or Brandon one goes more. I think Brandon Edward, where he says, "No, no," said Edward. "Harvey is doing a fine job. We
Yeah.
must be patient." I don't know if Angelus goes, "No, no, Harvey's doing a fine job. We must be patient."
Yeah. To be honest, I think the role should have been suited for James because, like, if I had to, well, yeah, and there is something I do want to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a season 10 episode, Emily and the Special Coaches, or Emily and the Special Cars in the US. But I like to call Emily and the Special Coaches because, they're coaches, not cars.
But even though in Toss the Golden Eagle with Michael Brandon or Angelus, even though I don't think in the UK dub of Toss the Golden Eagle with Angelus, I don't think when Emily passes by Toss and Percy, she says her trucks will have bird watches because those are her coaches. But in Brandon, he says her cars will have bird watches. I don't know. I'll have to play that scene in Toss the Golden Eagle, but with Angelus is there, see if he
I
says
was
her
talking
car-
about. Huh?
No, in Toss the Golden Eagle, when Michael Brandon says her cars were full of happy bird watches, even though those are her coaches. I think
Yeah.
Angelus could have said her carriers were full of happy bird.
Yeah. And also, can we also mention Okay. Emily and the Special Coaches from season 10. Ugh. I know Diesel was about to say something like when Emily was taking on water. Emily was Gordon was like, no, Diesel was like, Golden's not the only one who's special. Diesel oiled proudly.
Well, I think it says you're looking very today. I think it's how it goes. Like when Diesel rolls up to Emily at the water.
Yeah, yeah. Diesel was like, Golden's not the only one who's special. Diesel oiled proudly.
Well, there's nothing special about
Oh,
smelly old Diesel's pouch. I haven't got time to listen. I have to fill up on more coal.
and Emily steamed off. This made Diesel very cross. Emily shouldn't have said that because, honestly, I think that was Emily's fault for being foolish because she should have just listened to Diesel.
Yeah, even though, like, yes, and also, like, when Emily puffs into the yard to find Gordon's cars, but they're not there. I think from Angelus's Thomas or his Brandon one, I think his Angelus goes, Diesel has already collected them, said Thomas. He said that was his job. And also,
But
like, when
that was my job, puffed Emily.
I'll
I
have
must,
to find them. I mustn't be late for the
for the
ceremony.
presentation.
But Brandon, he adds an additional word, presentation ceremony. Like, also he says, but that was my job, Puffy. I'll have to find them. I mustn't be late for the presentation ceremony. And also, like, what is the other scene? Like, also, like, the scene when Sir Tom Matt tells Thomas and Thomas the treasure, you have been very unreliable, even though Thomas has been reliable since the beginning. Like I told you before, why is this makes Thomas so unreliable when he's been reliable since the beginning? For like 22 years, they say Sir Tom tells Thomas he's been acting unreliable. Like, which one sounds more stern when he tells Thomas you've been very unreliable, Angelus or Brandon?
It's both that say it, okay?
So for Thomas the treasure,
Yeah. Also, I feel like I think Emily deserved to be foolish in that episode because it was her own fault for not listening.
yeah.
I know there was a book about it in, I believe, like there was a book one time. Yeah. My engine's old, spluttered Diesel. It's all worn out. You can do the UK version if you want.
All that racing around has worn.
Then you shouldn't have taken the coaches, puffed Emily. Oh, oh.
You should have listened to me, Diesel.
Hmm?
And then Emily says, "Why should I listen to a smelly Diesel? Why should I listen to a smelly old Diesel?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh," Emily said, "he's just as special as Gordon." But yeah, also like this portion, yes, I wish I could have re-edited the scene of Thomas Big Bang, but let both Sir Topham Hatt and Skull Thomas.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to leave because I think I'm running out of time.
Are you running out of time, Thomas Program Breaker? I'm probably gonna end this stream too. It's just gonna be me and Thomas on the last few minutes.
Yeah, I don't know what Thomas. I don't know what Railway Series Thomas MLP 123 is doing.
Probably just silent, not saying much.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave. See ya.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just see ya. Yeah, it's just us for now. Thomas will be fan 123 unless others want to join. I don't know what to say aside from me. I got my Wii Remote Plus controllers of Mario and Peach, and now I'm down to one of the characters last. Like I said, I want to get that Yoshi one or maybe the Toad one. Like I said, I could probably just custom make them myself, if I could just remember which colors, how to do them correctly. Not so sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say. Thomas will be fan 123, except, well, I guess I could say some things. If you guys aren't aware, I'm working on helping Jake Martin get some of his his Dragon Tales releases on DVD because I want him to show off a Dragon Tales DVD collection, just like I showed him. And if you guys are also unaware, yes, I'm gonna probably do that for him because I want to. Well, since Thomas LP123 is muted to even talk to me right now.
Oh, hello.
Okay, at least you finally have to speak for a while, Thomas LP123. I was just trying to explain the viewers. I was gonna help Jake Martin, the other person, get his Dragon Tales DVD collection built up so I can help him, and like we could meet up in person, me and him. And
I hope so.
yeah, I mean, it'd be cool if me and him meet in person. I mean, he could do like a little live. Well, he could do a little recording videos saying meeting up with me. I mean, both me and him have to talk to our parents about it because it's just, even though we know each other on YouTube, Toss Up Fan 123, me and Jake Martin know each other very well on YouTube because I comment through his videos.
Yes.
Yeah, I comment through his videos a lot. We both of me and him have to talk to our different parents about meeting up in person somewhere outside our houses. Like that way, my dad doesn't see a random person inside of our apartment, and like, because well, I know Jake Martin. He's in a different portion of my state I live in. That's why I'm trying to figure out a meetup spot to meet up with him this weekend on Saturday in the afternoon, and hopefully it goes planned. I would like to show him something else cool I'd like to give to him. Yeah, and if you guys are not also aware, I actually might be doing a stream this weekend for my friend Bullwinkle Fan 2003, just so he can be pleased about it. Yeah, and I'm also thinking of maybe doing something cool to have my adventure pack of season 12 with these 3 inserts from Railway Friends Team Up with Thomas and Percy in the Bandstand to see if they will fit. I mean, it's just a sheet of paper. I mean, they could try and fit. Despite it has like a little circle thing, like it has an extra like disc holder, but it's just cut out because there's like a circle on the thing. I just want to see if the inserts will fit. Because if I find an individual Railway Friends Team Up with Thomas in person in the Bandstand, I would like to see if they have those little inserts to see if they will fit in my copy of the Adventure Pack. Because I know you, Thomas Olympic fan 123, yes, you have all the season 12 Thomas DVs individually, not in the Adventure Pack. And he's muted. And well, yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, it's 8:54, so I'll say one more thing. And I'm gonna quickly end off the stream.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And if you guys are not aware, yes, like I said, I think Sunday, yes, I'll do a early birthday stream for Bullwinkle Fan 2003, since he's going to be 20 years old, and I want to do this in honor of his birthday. If I might have enough space to do it. And the same thing I said with Gum Robber, I'm gonna have to do an early birthday stream for him because well, his birthday July 19th is not on a Tuesday, it's on a Wednesday. And yeah, I think what else am I trying to do? I also want to show off my Bob the Builder DVD collection for another stream if I can get them out. So, yeah, I think it's 8:55, so I'm gonna let you go, Toss LP Fan 123, and I'm gonna sign off and end off this stream since I'm not sure if anyone else is gonna join.
Okay.
Yep, I'll see you later, Toss LP Fan 123. Have a great night, and hopefully stick around for something else coming soon for another stream.
I will.
Yep, see ya. Well, yep, hopefully you guys enjoyed this chat stream for February 21st of 2023. Hopefully you guys, some people enjoyed joining, and stick around for some important stream coming up very soon for a special someone, and stick around for it coming soon. So, yep, have a nice time, everyone, and stick around for maybe another stream coming soon this upcoming weekend, because of you know what. And hopefully, yep, see you guys later for another stream. So I'll go ahead and sign off.